what if I failed? Well, I mean, think of it this way. Like, what if you didn't fail? Who you're trying to become is more important than who you once were. I just think a lot of people sometimes are too hard on themselves, and me included. And when you don't put in the work, but you tell people about it, it just becomes a drink. Later. Peace.
What's up, guys? Dislocated fingers here. Knuckles are messed up. Ligaments are not doing too good, but we're chilling. We're chilling. So I'll just jump into it. Today's video is about defining yourself. And what I mean by that is, who are you, you know? Why do you do the things you do? What can you do to make yourself better, you know? I had a talk with one of my friends recently, and I'm not gonna name drop, but I had a talk with one of my friends recently, and he recently just lost his girl, and she did him bad, and it was just messy, and I felt sorry for bro, but it's just like, it felt like he gave up on himself because he lost that girl, and now he doesn't know what to do. And I see that in a lot of people. I see it a lot of times. You lose somebody and you lose your identity, but now when you lose somebody, you can use that as an opportunity. Who are you, okay? Like, let's get into the gym. Let's find something healthy. Let's do ulterior motives to motivate ourselves, you know? Keep moving forward, you know? I like the UFC a lot, so this fighter Charles Oliveira, he's just actually lost last night, but his saying is a wounded lion is still a lion, and you have to apply that to life, you know? Are you a lion? Are you a little cub? You know? And you can talk about that your whole life. You can be like, well, oh, I never tried, or I never applied. One of my biggest regrets is I never applied myself in basketball. I would have loved to play basketball professionally, like loved to, but I didn't apply myself there. And then I found fighting, and I was like, wow, I really enjoy this. And this is a little setback. This is a small setback for an even bigger goal. This is just a part of the journey. This just happens. So my main point is, just because you have a small setback, like someone breaks up with you, or, you know, you hurt yourself by accident, things just happen, you know? That's a part of life. There's a million people you'll meet, and there's a million people you won't meet. You just got to figure out a good medium. Who are you? You're the only one, though. You're the one person in the middle that you will meet. Guaranteed. You're going to meet a new version of yourself every day. You should, at least. You should never stay the same. Don't be the same person. Always keep adapting. I have a friend who tells me that my spirit animal is a chameleon because they're always adapting. And I feel like personally I always adapt to my situations. I'm always thinking, what can I do next? How can I better myself? What did I do yesterday to improve myself today? You know? Oh, my boyfriend left me, my girlfriend left me, this and that. I'm gonna eat my feelings away, I'm gonna drink my feelings away. Or I got a better idea. Or we put that energy into school, or the gym, or we put it into work. I know a lot of us don't like going to work, but sometimes, you know, work can be a great escape for a lot of people, and you're still making money too. Everybody loves money. I want new gallery department sweats. How am I going to get those? By working. I mean, come on. It's that simple. So it's really just about how bad somebody wants it, you know? And you're always in a race with yourself. You should always be striving to be better than who you were the day before. And there's a great saying I love to say, it's who you're trying to become is more important than who you once were. Your past mistakes don't define you, you know? I mean, it could be severe, but I've seen a lot of people go through the system. I've seen many people go to prison and come out a completely different person. Or they've been through many things in life. Like I used to struggle really bad with anger issues. Now I don't struggle as bad as I do. I still get angry, but not anymore. Not as bad as I did. But it's just about finding a good medium. It's just about finding who you are and how you can control everything that makes you you, you know? Surround yourself with winners. If you feel like you're a loser, you're probably hanging out with losers. And to be frank, like, let those guys be losers, bruh. Like, they have their own thing going on. If you feel like you are not in a place where you're comfortable at, and the uncomfortableness is not like you're not kicking with it, then just you need to find something where it makes you feel okay, you know? Why do you still continue to party even if you don't like it? You say every morning, oh, I'm never gonna party again. I feel like shit. Okay, then don't. Like, just don't. Don't do that thing that you said you weren't going to do. You know? I don't understand. Sometimes people will just lose themselves and they'll just like, they won't have any motivation. They'll just like kind of give up on everything. And it's kind of like, why are you just like you're not creating standards or goals. You're not exceeding anything you wanted to break. And it's difficult for people, I get it, for some people to find motivation or find, you know, courageous attempts at life. But, you know, life is all about trying. Every day you should try something. Even if it's not new, you know, even if you've been trying at something, still go for it. I think everybody should apply themselves more than they should. And to be fair, I give a lot of people benefit of the doubt most of the time. They're like, oh, I'll try again tomorrow. Oh, okay, well, whatever. You know, that's cool for you. Oh, well, you know, I couldn't get to that. I was too busy with this. Oh, okay, yeah, it's good for you. Okay, well, what about me? You know, I like to put my foot forward. I like to keep walking, you know. It's always an uphill battle. But the second you let go of that boulder, it runs over you. And that's life. Life is going to kick you in the ass many times. And it's been kicking me for 19 years now, almost 20. But I'm going to keep pushing back. I'm going to keep rolling it back up. I'm going to keep rolling the ball up the hill. And eventually we're going to get there. It won't be comfortable, but we're going to get there. And you need to find comfort in uncomfortness. You know? You can't just be okay with, you know, oh, let me kick back my feet a little bit, chill. Yeah, that's cool for a little bit, but you can't adopt that mindset and that lifestyle all the time, you know? If everybody were to relax, everybody would get lazy. We wouldn't have sports, we wouldn't have TV, we would have nothing. We would have literally nothing. We would look like Wally's World, where everybody's fat and just in chairs and just like sitting around doing nothing. And I don't want that for anybody. I don't want anybody to lose their motivation and lose their pride and sense of purpose. That is what tears people apart. That is what creates false identities. You know, a lot of people like to say, oh man, I'll try this day, I'll try that day. Okay, well, day one or one day. Everything's a dream until you apply yourself. Even if you reach that dream, okay, what's next? Okay, I hit this, what's my goal next? And resting is still okay. Resting is still an easy and nice thing to do. I rested earlier, but I went to the gym earlier as well. I rested after I went to the gym. I go to the gym almost every day when I'm not training. So it's like I'm still actively recovering. I'm still active in what I do. So that's what I mean, though, is finding that medium where you know what your balance is and who you are as a person and what you're doing and why you're doing it, you know? Even if you think you're going to lose yourself, don't, you know? Get that rope out. Pull yourself back in and find that motivation. Find that pride. Find that purpose. And even if you don't have your purpose, you know, you could be young and figuring things out. Okay, then you're still young. You know, but if you're mid-20s, 30, figure it out, dude. You make your life, you are the only person in charge of your life. And I tell people this all the time. You are the only one who can make decisions for you. No, mommy and daddy can't hold your hand your whole life and make your choices for you. Your life should not be planned out the second you come out the womb. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, God has this vision for me and this and that and that and this. And that's cool. That's fine. Do what you want. But, you know, it's not your destiny to go there or to do this or to do that. If you have a calling, you should answer it. You should go out and explore and be adventurous. Define yourself. To find yourself. Right? So, little quick message for you guys today. I'll be recovering with this. I'll still post videos and everything, but I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.